So first, thanks to Danielle for the introduction, and thanks to tonight's organizers for inviting us back this year. It's an honor for CAP to once again have the opportunity to speak here in Ottawa at this important nationwide event. It's been 2 years this month since the Ford government announced the plan to build the provincial prison. CAP was formed within months. It's been an often hectic, exhilarating, and sometimes discouraging process fighting back. But I don't need to tell this audience what it's like to push back against bad public policy decisions and to challenge the status quo of unbending bureaucracies. As people who believe in the importance of justice for prisoners, many of you with lived experiences and others advocating on their behalf, you know those challenges all too well. Along our journey, we've been consistently in awe of the quality of community activists, academics, and people with lived experience who have helped us and many others within our community to understand the failings in our correctional and judicial systems, our over-reliance on incarceration as an outdated and ineffective means of making our communities safer, and our failure to invest in the services and resources that address the root causes that lead to inequity, marginalization, and criminalization. But the current provincial government doesn't want to hear our voices. When making his original announcement about the new prison in Kemptville and other plans for expansion under what's called the Eastern Ontario Strategy, Premier Ford spoke not a word about the people who would be imprisoned within those walls, and instead promoted the strategy's role as an economic driver. Again, not a word about those who would be imprisoned in those new and expanded facilities. Speaking of money and economics, I'd like to throw out a few numbers. $1.1 billion a year. The amount of revenue that will be lost annually as a result of the Ford government's decision to scrap the license plate sticker fee program. How many new affordable housing units could those annual dollars provide instead? What would those annual dollars mean for ODSP recipients struggling to make ends meet? $6 billion. The amount of money expected to be spent to build Premier Ford's Highway 13 north of Toronto, a highway rejected by all other major party leaders in the recent provincial election. A highway that will pave over swaths of farms, forests, and wetlands and save 30 seconds on the average commute time. Just think of what those dollars could mean for investments in our struggling public health care system, including services for people experiencing mental health and drug use issues, to name just two critical areas. And one final number, $499 million, the projected costs associated with 30-year public-private partnership to design, build, finance, and maintain the proposed Kemptville prison. Money that should be spent on social programs and services. Our message to Premier Ford, it's time to invest in people and to fix our broken bail and remand system, instead of lining the pockets of large corporations and expanding the province's capacity to incarcerate people. Our fight continues, and we hope you can join us. Our business cards with our contact information are on the front table right behind me. Please visit our website, follow us on social media, and send us an email if you'd like to be added to our distribution list. Let's invest in communities, not cages. Let's stop the Kemptville prison. Thank you and good night.